Okay, so application na tayo ngayon ng process costing. Meron tayo ditong sample problem and we are required to prepare cost of production report. Okay, cost of production report ang kailangan. Process costing, cost of production report. There are number of useful formats in preparing the cost of production report. Regardless of the format used, the important thing is to emphasize is that process costing requires an orderly approach to assigning cost to products. Okay, meron tayong steps in preparing cost of production report. So gagamitin natin itong 4 steps na to in fulfilling the requirement ng problem, which is cost of production report. Basahin muna natin yung problem. Illustration. The following data were taken from the books of CPR Company for the month of June 2020. Okay. Merong Department 1, may Department 2. Okay. Units. So, sa Department 1, mag-start siya ng 50,000. Then, completed and transferred 40,000. And, in process end, 10,000. Okay, ano yung ibig sabihin ng data na to? So, ibig sabihin lang ng data na to, si Department 1, nag-start siyang mag-produce ng 50,000 units. And, sa 50,000 units na yon, 40,000 doon yung natapos at tinransfer. Ibig sabihin, yung 40,000 na to, tapos na at nilipat na sa Department 2, yung kasunod na department. Sa 50,000 dyan, sa 50,000 na quantity, 40,000 yung natapos, 10,000 yung naiwan sa Department 1, which is 40% na siyang kumpleto. So, cost ng materials ng Department 1 will be 200, 132, and 88,000. Sa Department 2 naman, so ang natapos na Department 2 is 36,000 at yung naiwan sa Department 2 is 40,000. So remember, 40,000 yung natapos sa Department 1, which is pupunta na yan sa Department 2. Then yung 40,000 na na-receive ni Department 2, 36,000 dyan yung natapos and 40,000 yung naiwan sa Department 2, yung in process end. And yung in process end ng Department 2 is 50% pa lang siyang complete. 50% pa lang siyang tapos. Then yung materials cost is 108, 76, and 38,000 sa Department 2. In Department 1, the materials are added at the beginning of the process. While in Department 2 naman, materials are added at the end of the process. So dito, sa statement na to, gagamitin natin yung mga natutunan natin sa pag-compute ng equivalent units of production and ang required cost of production report. First step in preparing the cost of production report. Number 1, prepare the quantity schedule. So, paano ba ginagawa yung quantity schedule na yan? Tsaka, ano yung ibig sabihin ng quantity schedule? So, of course, pag gagawa ng cost of production report, huwag kakalimutan yung heading. Then, magsisimula tayo muna sa unang department, sa Department 1. Department 1. Then, quantity schedule. Ang quantity schedule, so ibig sabihin lang sa step 1, ang gagawin natin dyan, aalamin natin kung saan ba napunta yung units na pinarasa sa Department 1. Kumbaga, i-account natin yung lahat ng units in production dun sa Department 1. So, step 1, so lagay ko na lang dito ha, number 1. Step 1, yan yung step 1 ibig sabihin. So, quantity schedule. Then, ito yung actual. Then, sa Department 1, nag-start daw siya, unit started 50,000 units. Ayan. Again, pag quality schedule, kailangan nating i-account kung saan ba napunta itong 50,000 na to. Saan siya napunta. And remember, nabanggit na natin to kanina, sa 50,000 na yan daw ng Department 1, 40,000 dyan is natapos na at tinransfer na papunta sa susunod na department. So, yung units completed and transferred to Department 2 is 40,000 units. And sa 50,000 na started kay Department 1, 10,000 doon yung naiwan sa Department 1, yung hindi natapos. So, in process end, units in process end is 10,000 units. So, total 50,000 units. So, na-account na natin yung quantity o production na involved kay Department 1. So, tapos na yung step number 1. Okay, step 2. Calculate equivalent units of production and unit cost. So, dalawa yung i-compute natin. EUP at unit cost. So, para sa step 2, so dito na lang yung step number 2, magko-compute muna tayo ng EUP. Kasi kailangan yung EUP para ma-compute natin itong susunod, itong unit cost. Okay, EUP. For materials, so gagamitin nyo lang dito yung mga natutunan nyo in computing EUP. So sa materials muna tayo. Then dito yung WD, meaning work done, and yung EUP, materials. Okay. May special note sa problem. In Department 1, the materials are added at the beginning of the process. Okay, beginning of the process sa Department 1, yung materials. Itong units completed and transferred as far as the materials is concerned, kumpleto na yan. Kasi nga tapos na, 100% complete na yan. As to materials, labor, and overhead. So materials, 100% times 40,000, that is 40,000 units. And in process end, so ang sabi, materials are added at the beginning of the process. So ibig sabihin, itong mga in process end na to is 100% kumpleto na rin yan as to materials. Kasi sa simula pa lang ng process, nilalagay na yung materials. So, 10,000. Total EUP for materials is 50,000 units. How about EUP for conversion cost? Okay, ang conversion cost is equal to labor plus overhead. Yun lang naman yung ibig sabihin ng conversion cost. Pag prime cost, materials plus labor. Pag conversion cost, labor plus overhead. Then work done and EUP. Units completed and transferred, kumpleto na yan as to conversion cost kasi nga tapos na. Papunta na yan ng Department 2. So 100% times 40,000, that is 40,000 units. And sa in process end, ang sabi sa Department 1, 40% complete pa lang yung in process end. So 40% pa lang yung completionan as to labor and overhead. 40% times 10,000, that is 4,000 units. Total EUP for conversion cost is 44,000 units. Total EUP as to labor is 44,000. Total EUP as to overhead is 44,000 units. Okay, so tapos na yung 50% ng step 2. So, na-compute na natin yung EUP. And yung isa natin kukumputin is compute unit cost. Calculate unit cost. So, paano ba mag-compute ng unit cost? So, unit cost is equal to cost added during the period divided by EUP. Okay. Ngayon, may EUP na tayo. Ang wala pa ay yung cost added during the period. So, ito yung i-determine natin, yung cost added during the period. So, to determine yung cost added during the period, kailangan nating ma-compute ang lahat ng ito, number 2 pa rin tayo, nasa step 2 pa rin tayo. Kailangan nating ma-compute ang lahat ng cost charge, lahat ng cost na charge to the department. That is, kailangan natin ma-determine ang lahat ng cost na charge sa department number 1. Okay, to compute yung cost charge to the department, kailangan nating i-consider yung since tayo ay nasa first department pa, kailangan nating i-consider yung mga cost added in the department. That is, kailangan natin ma-compute ang lahat ng cost na nilagay, na inad in the department number 1. Ano-ano na yun? Ito yun, no? Given siya. Wait lang. Ayan. Materials. 200,000. Labor, 132,000. And overhead, 88,000. Ito yung mga cost added in the department number 1. Total, 200 plus 132 plus 88. That is 420. Total added 420,000 pesos. Okay. Ito na yung cost added during the period. Itong 200, 132, tsaka 88. So, makakapag-compute na tayo ng unit cost. How to compute unit cost? So, iisa-isahin natin to. May unit cost sa materials, sa labor, at sa overhead. 200,000 divided by EUP, materials, that is 50,000. Therefore, unit cost ay 4 pesos per unit. 132, labor, divided by EUP ng labor, which is 44,000 units. So, ang cost per unit ay 3 per unit. Overhead, 88,000 divided by 44,000. That is 2 pesos per unit. Total unit cost ay 4 plus 3 plus 2 equals 9. 9 pesos per unit. So, na-compute na natin yung unit cost. So, tapos na yung ating step number 2. Number 3 or step number 3. Determine the cost to be accounted for. Okay. Ngayon, kukompute natin yung total cost to be accounted for. Kanina nag-compute tayo ng ng total units to be accounted for. Yung ginawa natin sa quality schedule. So, ito yon. So, parang gano'n lang din naman ang gagawin natin. Pero, cost naman ang involved. So, to compute the cost to be accounted for, so sa department number 1, kung ano yung cost added in the department, kasi first department to. So, kung ano yung cost added in this department, yun na rin yung magiging total cost to be accounted for. That is 420,000 pesos. And unit cost is 9 pesos per unit. So, ito yung para sa step number 3. Yung total cost to be accounted for. Next step, accounts for all costs. So, para lang din tong katulad ng sa step number 1, wherein in-account natin yung 50,000 units at nalaman nga natin na sa 50,000 na yon, 40,000 daw doon yung natapos at 10,000 doon yung naging in process. So, ganoon din yung gagawin natin sa step 4. Kumbaga, saan ba napunta itong 420,000 na total cost to be accounted for? Saan ba portion dito yung naging completed at saan yung portion ng cost na yan yung napunta sa in process end? So, para magawa natin yung step number 4, so gagamit na lang ulit tayo ng extra sheet of paper kasi medyo maliit na yung space sa baba. So, dito na lang. Ayan, okay, dito na lang. Step number 4. Account for all costs. Accounts for all costs. So, para magawa natin yung step number 4, okay, kailangan natin ma-compute kailangan natin gawin yung tinatawag na cost accounted for as follows. Okay. Kung kanina sa ating step 1, unit started, then 40,000 yung natapos, 10,000 yung naiwan. So, ganoon din yung gagawin natin dito. Kukonsider natin yung cost ng completed and transferred. Okay. Ilang units ba yung natapos? 40,000 units. Times, saan natin siya i-multiply? Doon sa ating unit cost, which is 9. So, yung cost ng natapos at tinransfer sa Department 2 is 360,000 pesos. And yung naiwan naman sa in process and sa materials, okay, ilan ang EUP ng in process materials? units. 10,000 units yung EUP ng materials end. So, 10,000 units times unit cost ng materials is 4 pesos. That is 40,000 pesos for in-process materials. Process end materials. Labor. Sa labor naman, ang EUP ng in-process end ng labor ay 4,000 times 3. That is 12,000. And sa overhead, 4,000. Remember, ang labor plus overhead equals conversion cost. Kaya dito tayo tumitingin. 4,000 times 2, that is 8,000 pesos. Total in process end, 40 plus 12 plus 8, that is 60,000 pesos. 360 plus 60 equals 420,000 pesos. So, ito na yung total cost accounted for. 420,000 pesos. Equal dun sa total cost to be accounted for. Total cost to be accounted for, 420. Total cost accounted for, 420. Parehas. Ibig sabihin, sa 420,000 total cost to be accounted for, 360 yung cost ng completed and transferred, and 60,000 pesos naman yung cost ng in-process and. So, nagawa na natin yung 4 steps in preparing the cost of production report. And ito yung solutions in preparing the cost of production report for department number 1. So, kung gusto niyo makakita ng in good form, so dapat ganito yung magiging itsura ng inyong cost of production report for department number 1. So again, ito ay for solution purposes, for discussion purposes, pero kapag gagawa kayo ng cost of production report, syempre dapat nasa isang single report na lang yan. Unlike nito na hinimay-himay pa natin yung details ng cost of production report. So ganito. Ayan. So ito yung cost of production report for department number 1. So tapos na ba ang requirement natin sa problem? Hindi pa, kasi department 1 pa lang ang nagagawa natin. Gagawin din natin yung cost of production report ng department number 2.